Okay, what would be the best thing to happen to you during this year? You didn't specify machinima-wise, so I'm gonna assume you mean my life. The best thing would probably being accepted into university because I was so unsure that I was really on the fence with whether I would be accepted or not because I just had the prereqs to get in, and I thought there would be like so many people way higher than me that I wouldn't get a chance to get in, but I got in, and I'm gonna work hard to stay in and do well. Oh, hello. So here's my question: how did you meet Pat and RB617? Well, I already explained RB. So for Pat, I think it was just in a custom game we met, and then we just kind of got along and we added each other. Hold on, I'm gonna drink some coffee. How did you meet some of your not local voice actors from Machinimating? Well, they're just friends online, really, or fans. I don't really like go out of my way to find voice actors. They just come to me and like, you want to roll? Here, take it. And if they're good, I keep them. If they're not, well, they can, suck. Well, no, I'm not gonna be mean. They can, I don't know, find time to improve and then come back. What's your favorite machinima besides your own? Well, it doesn't exist because only my own are the best. Nah, I'm kidding. I don't really watch many machinimas because a lot of them are, very bad. Because every little 12-year-old has a capture card now. It's really hard to find good quality ones that people actually put effort into. I would say, it's a coincidence, but it's actually Arborist videos that I really enjoy because, like I said, he has somewhat the same style as me, but probably better cinematography. He puts way more effort than I do, it's unreal how dedicated that guy is to his videos, and it really shows. And I really do commend him for his work. And yeah, he deserves his sub count. He deserves everything. And yeah, he makes my favorite machinimas. Things like Red vs. Blue, I don't enjoy that. I hate their voices. Their jokes are so dumb. Like, oh, protect me, Cone. And like every fucking 12-year-old would find that so hilarious. They would put it in their gamer tag mottos. They would say it in games. They would it's not that funny to me. And it's just these kind of jokes I don't really enjoy. But I will admit that the CGI scenes are really good. But I debate whether that would be a machinima anymore because it's some guy in a computer, making these scenes. He's not working within the constraints of the game engine. And that's what I consider the machinima, the art of machinima, working within the constraints of the game engine to make a video. If you're going out of your way to, get around that, and you would still want to call it machinima, well, I don't agree with that. When you plan on making another big machinima series like the Fall of Reach trilogy, or something along the lines of that type of filming? I'd like to because, sorry. Like I said, there's songs that inspire my videos, so I listen to music a lot. I'm like, oh, it'd be cool if I had a battle to that, but actually making, filming, and editing, it's a whole other story. But maybe during winter holidays when I don't have school, I might get around to that. It really depends on the circumstances at that given time. So I can't really give you an answer for that. Will you have a homosexual relationship with me? Depends how much you're packing, big boy. If you're a little guy, probably not. Next question. When you started machinimating, was it hard to find a female voice actors, and could someone, I guess he means where, and where could someone find some girls willing to voice act? Oh, and you want to see my dick. Okay. I didn't really need female voice actors, so I wasn't really seeking any. I was fine with the people I had. I wasn't like, oh my god, sausage shreds, oh my god, oh no, people are gonna hate my videos. What happened was the first female voice actor was Ryan's friend who voice acts for James. He's like, oh, I have this female voice actor that can, be in it with us. I'm like, okay, cool. And that's how I found, quote unquote, my female voice actor. This question's from Pat. He's asking where Elemental Monument is. If he's asking where it is in the video, well, I didn't make it, so I didn't put it in there. But if he's asking where it is in general, I have it as unlisted. If you want me to make it public, I will. I have the other episode too, which is just completely not finished because the editing is just missing stuff, especially the misspelled title. But okay, Elemental Monument is Machinima that Pat created. I voice acted in it, I helped him write it, and our friend, he edited and captured it. What happened was, our editor, he took forever to do the videos. I mean, I understand he has school and all that, but, you know, that's why it didn't work. It's not his fault, it's just, it wasn't gonna work, because we had to rely on somebody to do our editing and capturing and releasing. If you're the director, you should do that yourself. You shouldn't make someone else do that, because they're just gonna hold you back. If you're writing, you want to direct it too, because you know how the scenes are gonna play out in your head. You can't make someone else try to interpret what your script means. So yeah, yeah. Back to the question, where it is. I can make it public if you want me to. So yeah, just reply and let me know if you want to see it again. What inspired me to make Machinima? I kind of answered that already. Could you give an example of what a script looks like from one of your episodes? Yes, I could actually. It's pretty like amateur. It's not like professional scripting or anything like that. It's just very basic, just to get the point across. So I can actually send you. No, I'll post a link if I can find a file hosting website to host Word documents. I'll try some of them, and then I will put up Pat's version of the first season of the first episode of the Insociables, and I'll put my version, and then you can see how much they differ, and how the first episode could have been, and then what I did to change it, and it'll be fun to look at that. Next question is, how long have you wanted to make a Machinima before you actually went and made one? Oh god, yeah. Ever since I've been watching Machinimas online, I'm like, oh god, I'm a very competitive person. So when I see like bad Machinimas, it's just like, oh, I could do so much better than that. I would do this differently, I would do that differently. I would just go nuts thinking about it. But I didn't have a capture card, and I didn't have a very good video editing program as well. So I would say about like 2 years I probably wanted to make videos until I actually did. Next question. What's your favorite aspect of being a Machinima director? How do I answer that? I don't know, I guess it's creating the Machinimas. Like, this sense of pride you get when you create an entire episode or video, and it's all yours. The camera shots, the acting, maybe not the music. But like, just compiling all that together, making, you know, some form of entertainment for people, and they're enjoying it. Also, how did you get the idea of using voices for movies? Now that's a good question. Let's see. Like, you know how I said jokes form the episodes of the Insociables? Well, like, I would find, you know, jokes funny in movies and be like, wow, I wonder if I can actually take that from a soundboard, you know, just put it in a video. And the first episode of the Insociables, I decided every customer, or at least most of them, would be soundboards from, you know, actors, and they would just be like complaining and stuff, and I would get like Arnold, I would get Jim, the Tourette's guy, just a bunch of like people, and yeah, it turned out pretty well so far. I love the Christian Bale thing in season 1, episode 2. People are really fond of that episode because it has the most views, like 22,000 right now, which is pretty cool. Next question is, what inspired you to make the Insociables series? Oh wait, I missed a question. No, that's not an important question. Okay, so this is how the Insociables was formed. Pat approached me with a sitcom idea. He came up with Mike, Pat, and James, and the X Button, and Mike and Pat being roommates, and he was like, hey, you want to make this video? You'd be capturing and editing it, and voice acting. And I was like, okay, you know what? If I'm gonna be the one doing the editing and the capturing, I want to be the director, because I don't want to be putting time and effort into something that's I can't even call my own. It's just I'm being the director's bitch, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, you know what? I will do this if I get to write the scripts and I get to, you know, name characters, I get to choose voice actors, I get to do all that, and he agreed. And it's not like, oh fuck you, this is mine now. Like we worked collaboratively on it, and like he wrote some episodes, I wrote some episodes. Yeah, and I came up with the name. I did all the editing, I did the voice acting, so did he. And yeah, so it really depends on who you want to call the owner of the series. I mean, he came up with the premise, but I kind of gave it life, I guess. Like, he would have done it himself, but he didn't have capture cards, so, you know, I'm sure he would have done it himself. Alright, so that's how it was, you know, formed. That's how I was inspired to make it. It was just Pat who gave me this idea. I'm like, okay, I can take this idea far. Just let me direct it. And that's what happened. Next question is, why did you stop it after season 2? Biggest concern was behind the scenes conflicts. Voice actors were like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, or oh, this is boring. And they were just unreliable to begin with. It would, like, there's some episodes where, like, the voice actors were just so late, I just had to cut them completely and work my way around it, and that pissed me off. There's nothing more that pisses me off that I had this whole episode done, and I'm waiting on this one fucking asshole to do their lines. They're just like, oh, I'll take my time, and I have to harass them for a while. So I didn't want to fucking deal with that anymore. And the body acting, that was horrid. I did not want to do that again. So I'm just like, you know what, just end it here on a good note. It's a unique ending, it's action-packed, it's the perfect finale. And then after, you know, Arbiter came to me about a month ago, he's like, yeah, I got some funny ideas for season 3. I'm like, I don't know if I really want to do a season 3. Nah. And then he had these really funny ideas. I'm like, you know what, it'll just be like season 1. It's not that complicated body acting, it's easy voice acting, easy editing. I guess I'll give it a shot, and that's what happened. Next question is, what inspired you to start making Machinima? I already answered that. And also, where did Oh Hello come from? Now that's a good story. Okay. I have this friend, and he, let's see. Like, he thinks I have this nasal voice. I guess I kind of do. I don't know. Some people notice it, some people don't. And like, every time I would come to play Super Smash Melee at our friend's place, I would come down the stairs and be like, ow, hello. And I would find that hilarious. I didn't even take offense to that. I just love that voice. It's just hilarious. And then he's just like, oh, you should put that into your series. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. So, it originally started in real life, and my friend pointed it out. Yeah, that's where it came from. Next question is, what did you do before making Machinima? Well, I don't know what you mean, like, in my life, or like, you know, game-wise? Let's see. Okay, I'll just assume life-wise. I did a lot of drawing when I was younger, but I kind of got lazy with that. I had a job. Well, I still have that job. School, you know, just basic things. I didn't do anything major before Machinimating. Next question. Where does the Oh Hello come from? Answer that. And how can I help you to make Season 3 of the Insociables? It really cracks me up every time. It's a masterpiece. Really don't stop doing it. Also, I love Rise of the Spartans from RB2, but you always make me laugh. You are fucking brilliant. So how can I help you? Please tell me. What is your job? How do you make a living? Well, okay. You can help me by... Oh wow, it's the last question. Okay, so let's see. If I need body actors, on the off chance that I do, you can help body act there. Voice actors, if I need you, I'll come to you. What is my job? I work at a call center. It's not my living though. I'm only 20 years old and I live with my parents to go to university. Yeah, so thanks for the subs. I got 2,500 subs in a year. I'm just gonna round it off. That's pretty good. So in 3 years, I'd have 7,500. That's more than RB had when he had 3 years, but he's going up now. He's kicking my ass. All right, so yeah, thanks for watching. I don't know if you watched the whole thing, but yeah. Hopefully, here's to another year of machinimating. And see you guys. Have a good day.